the first season, when you got this job, did you have any idea that this was going to be life-changing?
I envisioned this moment right here talking to you 24 years later. No. No. I mean, not at all. The only thing that I did know was I wanted this job more than any job I've ever wanted prior to that or since that. And when I heard Mark Burnett talking about it on the radio, I did connect and think, this is what I've been waiting for. And that may sound corny, but 24 years later, I still feel the same way. I love it.
So besides covering Survivor, I also do astrology, and I have loved that we've gotten a little bit of it on the show.
Yeah.
We even had an episode titled Scorpio Energy, which is you.
Yes.
How much do you know about your chart?
Well, I've heard conflicting things.
Oh.
I've heard don't mess with Scorpios because they will get even. That's not me.
Yeah.
I don't have any grudges like that. But I've also heard that the energy of Scorpio can be intense, and I'm probably that.
Yeah, intense, but you love strategy. That's where you get that. And you want to understand the why underneath it all and dig deep.
This is exactly who I am.
Yes.
That is really Scorpio?
It is, absolutely. And I think it's fitting for Survivor, and we see it.
Well, it's funny because that's the question I put back to our team every time is why? Why would we do that? We don't just do a twist to do it. We have a function that we want to get at, and that's the why.
Yeah.
And then we would ask the player the same thing. Why would you do that? Because the why is where the story is.
Right? And only a Scorpio would be good at that.
I'm so happy to learn this. Thank you.
So this season, interestingly, it seems like the players want to get rid of their number one. Like that's, I don't remember that previously.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that? What do you think?
I don't know if it's a trend or just this season. You might have to give it some more time. But I do think it's becoming more and more apparent that this is high stakes human poker. And you're not going to win if you try to hide. No one will respect you. You might get one of those seats at the end in the final three. You won't get a single vote. So that's a waste of time. Yeah. So as a result, I think people who sign up to play Survivor, they know if I see that you're likable and I think people are gravitating toward you, it's only a matter of time before I pull out the knife and stab you in the back. I have to.
Astrologically, I can see why it's this season, but I'll save that for another conversation.
Really?
Yes. I talked to Kendra.
We need you on the team. We need you to look at our cast.
I mean, last season, you guys had a chart in eclipse season, and then we saw all those quits. And then this season, we have a Leo ascendant, and everyone's out for themselves.
Wow.
I'm just saying, an astrologer on staff might be interesting.
Wow, that's very interesting. All right, I'll think through that. I think it's interesting for real because we're constantly looking at our casting and try to figure out anything we can learn, like higher education versus no higher education, high IQ versus average IQ, first birth order or middle child. Like we're constantly looking at trying to figure out so that when we put a group of people together, we get it right. And as you see when you watch the show, we get it wrong all the time.
Oh, a theme of like firstborn or babies. That's interesting.
I don't mean a themed season.
No, I know, but I put it in a theme.
Okay.
I gotcha. So in Tribal, you brought out popcorn this
Right.
last episode. But I feel like some castaways have gotten kind of wise to not revealing a lot during Tribal. Do you pick up on that and get kind of annoyed?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't get annoyed. It's not my game. And I mean that. It's not my game. I tell the players before the game, every question is an opportunity. And you're either going to let the question destroy your game or you're going to use it to move your story forward. So the good player is anticipating. He asks the same 20 questions. What am I going to do if he asks me this question? How am I going to get it off of me onto her, who I'm trying to get rid of? So I don't see it as boring, and then I don't see it as them not revealing. I see answers lots of times are you passing a signal down to the person on the end to say, we're staying with the plan. Little do they know that is not the plan. That's what you told them the plan was going to be, which means the person over here is going, oh, she's doing the thing about the deal. So to me, it's just like so much chaos is happening. But on the outside, all the players are like, yeah, not much, Jeff.
You've been very sassy this season.
Yeah, what is that? People, well, here's...
Did you not notice?
Oh, I noticed.
Okay.
I mean, I'm Scorpio. I'm sassy. But what really happened was COVID. and I just wanted joy. I wanted a show for families where they would watch with their kids and not worry. And so I was definitely softer and more philosophical. And then over, the first couple of seasons, people are like, that's fine, but how about a little edge, buddy?
Right.
And so that's my personality as well. Bringing popcorn, I knew I was going to give it to them to share because that would be rude. But I did mean it when I was saying, this is the most fun I've had at Tribal in a long time, so I'm going to make this like my favorite TV show and bring some popcorn. That's my true personality.
I was wondering if season 45 kind of broke you a little. Like, were you upset with the quits?
Season 45 quits were annoying. And I wish I had handled it differently because that was really the turning point for me, was when I looked back and thought, I didn't have a point of view on that, and I should have. I've always had a point of view on quitters. But the climate that we're in today, you try to be sensitive to everybody having their own journey that they're taking in their life. So there was a part of me saying, it's not really for me to comment on. That philosophy has changed. It is for me to comment on. And we did make a decision, which is in the future, if anyone quits, there will be no torch snuff. You will simply get your stuff and go.
Well, I've heard that you don't know exactly what you're going to do for 50.
Right.
Are we thinking any themes, though, at all? Throwing stuff out?
Not really. We're obviously thinking about it. We're excited about 50. But everyone thinks this is a baloney answer, but we have to do 47 and 48 and 49, then 50. So even on our team, I'm like, yeah, 50 is going to be great. How about 47? Let's focus that. So that really is how we've done it, honestly, every year, is we just try to keep our head down, do the first season, take what we learn, do the second season, come home, edit the show, start finding new people, go back out and do it again. So 50's looming, but we're not there yet.
Should 50 be another season with new players, and don't make it a big deal, just you're saying no? No. Or should it be returning players?
Yes.
I feel like we should just commit and make this the moment where we decide that Survivor, Matt, is this okay? That Survivor 50 will be returning players.
Well, we can't wait. We're excited for 47 and beyond, so I really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, that was a nice chat. Thank you.